Bing boing bing. Everybody has a story to tell with Toddy One Skip. Hey guys, this is Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddy One Skip, and I am Toddy One Skip. You know, I'm just finding out that the person that is like in Betty's ear, the person that's there from Oklahoma or something, is like a moderator or something on Eric's channel, or somehow there's an affiliation with Eric's mom in this somehow, some way there's some sort of affiliation with Eric. it, I'm not there. I don't know if it's true. I've heard this from a couple people. Yeah, I mean, maybe you guys know about it and I'm late to the game on this one, but how can that be good? Somebody who is there to help Betty can't possibly be working with Eric and be there objectively. What's going on here? I know that Justin told me when he tried to call there, he was able to speak with Betty several times a day. And, you know, why he spoke to her several times a day, I don't know. That's him and Betty's business. But the last time he called, this woman, Gloria, had kind of policed stuff and had been there for a while. And he had said he knew that, but he didn't have the obstacle of her, which he had just yesterday or the day before. And he was really concerned that Betty was going to sign the papers and just accept whatever was going to be given to her. And I told Justin that was none of his business unless he was going to give Betty money, because at this point right now, even if Betty took $20,000, it's $20,000 more than anybody's given her. And that's the truth. You know, nobody's done the right thing here. And here's a woman who has been sitting on her porch, man. I want you guys to stop for a second, please. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care what you think about Patrick. I don't care what you think about Eric. I don't care what you think about AD, Justin, Lady K, Psychology Eats, Tragic TV, Flies on Coals. I don't care what you think about anybody. Kathy, I don't care what you think about anybody. Imagine sitting on your porch. That's your whole life because of finances. And you just have to take care of your family because you're the only one there to honestly take care of your family. And people find it strange and weird, or your house is just a really weird color. And then once people slow down and they say, why would somebody paint their house purple and yellow? And then they see, you know, something weird on the porch, and they come up to you and they get in your face because they've never seen that before. And they won't leave until somebody from your house comes inside or outside, or they go inside or outside. Yeah, I'm talking about Vegas Profiles. That's the channel that got all pissed off at me when I called them out on that. Or the channel, and I would call them out too, the woman that went in the Tesla, was it? Given sodas, and then who? Eric goes there with a bag of chips and broken promises. And all this woman knows is her porch. And some of you blame her for that. Some of you think she's smarter. Where'd she learn her education? Tell me, please. Where did she learn how to be shrewd? You know, I believe that the majority of the people are good people. And you get a handful of assholes that their life is so friggin' miserable that they have to have something to say. But if you were to look at their life, the Whittakers got it better than them. That's the truth. Listen, I don't pretend to think that it's better where the three of those family members are, because I don't know. I don't know. Neither do you. You don't know if Ray is so medicated that his quality of life is less than. Who are you to decide that it's better for him at 79 years old? How old is Ray? 76 years old, to be medicated for the remainder of his days than for him to be sitting in his own waste for a day. Who are you to make that decision? I can't make that decision. I don't want to make that decision. Those people have been sitting on that porch for 70 years, and we were curious. That's not our fault. We didn't go there. We didn't go there with a camera. We didn't go there disrespectfully. We didn't go there and make promises to them that we couldn't keep. That wasn't even Mark Leda. That wasn't even Tyler Oliveira. That wasn't even Vegas Profiles or the Tesla people, the Tesla lady. That was Eric. And I don't know. I can't still, in good conscience, and not because I like Patrick, but I can't, in good conscience, and honestly believe that Patrick wanted this for the family. I don't. I still don't think that he wants this for the family. I just don't think he's paying them, and that's not okay with me. And who am I? This is my channel. This is my channel. And if it wasn't Patrick, I'd be saying it about somebody else. I'd be saying it about anybody who works for their money and somebody holds it for them for months and tries to decide how to give it to them. And in the meantime, gets them an elaborate car that just isn't even a good car, to be honest with you. You guys could look it up. It's not even a good car. And then to have payments on the car, or have the expenses of fixing that car, the insurance on the car. That's not how you pay people. You pay people the way you said, 50%. That's what he said. I'm sorry, that's what he said. And if he said that, I didn't go over there and drag him. I didn't reach out to Patrick. He reached out to me. He had people that reached out to me. And that's fine. It doesn't matter who reached out to who in this thing. It doesn't matter. I agreed to talk with him. I agreed to share his story. And I did. And I do believe everything he said. But he did not pay them. And that's the problem. And it's not okay to justify that. Then why shouldn't Eric pay them? They were the content. Without them, nobody gave a shit who Patrick was. And very few people cared who Eric was. Alexa, stop. So it wasn't about that. Alexa, stop. So it wasn't about that at all. You know, what happened here is the family got split up. And that's what we need to keep in mind. And if Patrick just would have given them $10,000 or $5,000, if he would have just gotten a lawyer for them, or given money to a lawyer, put it in a trust or whatever, he didn't. He got windows on his house. He says that Betty doesn't have to leave. But we heard otherwise. And then he said he didn't know. That's an old lady. That's an old lady who did nothing to you except get caught up in the same thing you got caught up in, Patrick. And she's not near as worldly as you, and you're holding her accountable for shit. That's not right. These people knew their porch. Let's be real. How much did they really engage with people? How much did people really engage with them that weren't trying to make money off of them? Well, not very many, because where would they be now? Where are they now, those people? If they had real people in their life looking out for them, where are they now? So please stop blaming the Whittakers. One guy, in my opinion, is responsible for breaking up this family. And one guy didn't stand up and fight for it when he saw it happen, stand up against it. I'm trying to believe that this was overwhelming for Patrick. Once again, trying to give the benefit of the doubt. But you guys, some of you, not all of you, some of you are just spot on, in my opinion. But some of you, the ones that call yourself the hoochies, you want to give Patrick more of the benefit of the doubt than the Whittakers. How silly is that? How ridiculous is that? How desperate does that look? And let me tell you guys something. There's quite a few of you. Now I feel comfortable that I could say there's quite a few that I've heard from that are no longer hoochies because they've seen a side to Patrick. And I never wanted to bring up that bit. But you guys know. So don't act silly here. Don't act like you don't know something. That's worse. And that's what I'm going to say because that's the truth. Guys, if there's a woman that's in Betty's ear, that's affiliated with Eric, what more do we need to know here? How do you think this is going to end? How did you think it was going to end anyway? Seriously, if nobody's done the right thing at this point, who is going to do the right thing now? And Betty should know better. Yeah. She don't want to talk to anybody, huh? I mean, more or less, I mean, she's like a puppy dog. Whoever has the treats or the leash or whatever. And when I say treats, I mean the car to take her places, the groceries to help her get, the necessities. That's horrible. That's horrible. Yeah, I'd say that they were much happier and better off on their porch. That's what I think. Guys, this is Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddy One Skip. As I find out more stuff, I'll share with you. I didn't know this person was affiliated with Eric. That's not good. This person that's at Betty's. All right, guys, be well. Thanks. Bing, boing, bing. Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddy One Skip.